Hey yo, it's Nook 2 here from the Comic Hall. First, as always, I want to thank everyone who has taken the time to watch my video and post a comment. I appreciate it. I have this backdrop here today. I don't know if I've shown this before. This is the Stanley Art Germ Lou, however you say his name, with some of his DC covers from the years, 20 covers. They're pull-out posters, beautiful covers he's done over there for DC. You know, one of my favorites is the Catwoman, which I think got a 9.8. The Batgirl, obviously iconic. There's a few on here that aren't on here that I thought should have from his Supergirl run that he did. But anyway, thought that'd be a nice backdrop instead of the usual Iowa stereo that I have. So, like Marvin Gaye, let's just get it on. So first, this is a slab that I forgot to show last video. I forgot I had it. It was underneath some comics, but this is Ultimate Fallout second print variant. The Sarah, what's her name? Pacelli variant. Obviously, first appearance of Miles Morales. I bought it at LCS about an hour away that me and my son frequent often, and I overpaid. And I was explaining to my son, as I've mentioned before, you know, sometimes we pay a little extra at a comic shop versus eBay because you're trying to support the shop. Locally, we have a toy store that sells some comics, and you know, we may pay a little extra there. We know the guy, him and his wife and daughter has been to our house on a few occasions. So, you know, I was explaining to my son, we try to support the local economy, buy local, support local motto. Now, when I bought this book, I told my son, because he asked me about why'd you buy that there, and I said, well, you know, I was explaining to him about support local, buy local, so that you can have these shops around. He goes, yeah, but you overpaid. And I said, no, I don't think I paid about the right price. And he said, no, boy, you got robbed. So I paid $200 for this book. You know, at a 9.8 with the new logo, that's probably a little high. Probably in retrospect, I did pay a little extra for that, but I'm okay with it. There's, you know, I've bought a lot of comics from that shop where I know I underpaid and you win some, you lose some. But anyway, next slab, I waited for a long time for this book to come down in price. I mean, during COVID, this book was going to $400 or $500. 9.8 Young Avengers, first appearance of, I think everybody on that cover, Hulkling, Iron Lad, Asgardian, and I can't remember what this guy's name is. Maybe the Patriot or something like that. I can't remember. But anyway, I did get that on eBay. It was a buy it now. I offered the best offer of $200, and I believe I got it shipped for $225. So I thought that was a, you know, pretty good deal. Got this on eBay. I thought this was a great deal. I paid $47 for that. I've always wanted this book. Comic book artists with article in regards to Adam Hughes. Got the Infinity cover here. What I didn't know, which is interesting, I haven't read the whole article, but I do plan on reading it, is that when Adam Hughes did his Wonder Woman, I knew Alex Ross did it, but I didn't know Adam Hughes did it. But he uses a model in cosplay to basically draw Wonder Woman, which you know, again, I had no idea. But happy to have that book. Really happy to have that book. There's something on the, what is this? Looks like it's on the bag, yeah. This book here, I don't even know what, Impossible Jones, Adam Hughes, Kickstarter cover. Waited a long time for that book. It did come with a couple of things. I'm going to see if I have them around here. Yeah, it came with Kickstarter, beautiful cover. I missed a Kickstarter for, there's a couple of Kickstarters he did that I missed, so now I'm following the Adam Hughes Kickstarter blog, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. Came with a couple of posters, Hero, Impossible Jones, and then it came with 2 fold-out posters and some stickers of that, which I didn't really care for, but, you know, it came with it to fund it. Carl Kiesel compilation. I think it's like this is more like a trade paperback. It has like 3 issues in there. Haven't read it. I only got it for the cover. I can't even tell you what the interior artwork looks like, but I know it's not Adam Hughes. This was a new release. I bought 2 of these. I thought it was a great cover by... It was okay. I shouldn't say great cover. By Adam Hughes, Black Widow and Hawkeye, which is kind of cool, the wording. I think that sells it more than the artwork. Anytime I see this comic here in Near Mint, I pick it up. I got this book for, I think maybe $1, maybe 50 cents. I can't remember. Ferris, number 24. It's probably like my 8th or 10th copy of that in Near Mint. Love that cover. I think it doesn't get its due for the Adam Hughes covers of that series. I think I have 2 complete sets of the entire Ferris series. Another great cover. Number 32 kind of looks like Zatanna. There's a cover of Zatanna on there. And actually, I think Catwoman has something similar to that. Got another copy of Voodoo number 2. I think I paid $3. That was $1. This was, I think I paid $3 for. Probably my 3rd copy of that. Got this for $3. This is the promo comic pack of Star Wars Legacy number 6. I think I have the original. The original has Star Wars across there in a border. So I didn't have the promo packs one, so I got that for $3, I believe. I did pay a little bit more for these. And when I find the Wonder Woman run in Near Mint, particularly if I don't have it, I think I'm missing like 2 or 3 of them. Wonder Woman 68, I will pick them up. I think I paid $6 for that one. I think I paid $8 for this one. This is all in really high grade Near Mint. 161. Sorry, they're not in order. I did not have this, or I couldn't remember if I had this one. I know I have 2 through 6, but Stargazers, Legend of the Stargazers, Adam Hughes, number 1. So that definitely completes my series. Don't know if I have multiple copies. I know I have multiple copies of some of them, but that was definitely to complete a series I know I had. What else did I get? Now I found this Elephant Men. This is J. Scott Campbell, number 6. This is the back cover, I believe. Not the most valuable one of his early Elephant Men. I got that for $3.25. Tim Sale cover. This is the back cover. Number what number is that? Number 15, I believe. They were not in Near Mint. I didn't really pay attention when I first saw it, but since I think Tim Sale died last year, right? So I got both of them for $3.25. I think this one, because of the spine ticks, is only worth $5. So I'll put that up there to maybe sell it one day. Then I got some Jenny Frison covers. This is Hoax Hunters number 6. Jenny Frison, early Jenny Frison work. Now, Clean Room. These were all $1. Some of her early work. That one, it's kind of a nice cover. I actually like that one too. These were all $1. They were in high grade Near Mint. Nothing really to say about that. All right, so now some bigger books from Jenny Frison. All right, I got Faithless number 4, the erotica cover. That's my second copy of that. I bought that because it was out of the bag and I could show it. So put a little tapes, what are they called? Pasties on her. But beautiful cover. Now they pay, I think I paid maybe $15 for that, which was probably a little overpriced, but you don't see that very often, so I bought that. And then Xena number 1 or number 4, yeah, number 1, early Jenny Frison cover for $1. They paid $10 for this one, early Vampirella number 11. Now this one has been hard to find. This was a eBay purchase from number 3 of Vampirella. One of the more harder ones to find in near mint. This is near mint minus. There's a couple of spawn ticks here. It was a buy now best offer, but it's signed by Jenny Frison, which is kind of nice. You know, came with some Cloud9 Comics is where I bought it. I mean, it's certificate of authenticity by Cloud9. I guess she did a signing there. For what it's worth. I mean, I bought it mainly because, not the signature, but because it was such a nice high-grade comic. That is hard to find in high grade. Collectors of Jenny Frison do not put this up very often, and if you see it on eBay, it goes for a little bit. I think I paid $67 shipped with shipping for this book. Maybe a little bit less. I can't recall, but it was around that. I know it wasn't close to 100 or anything like that. A little bit over $50. So beautiful cover. Glad to finally put that in my collection. Got this for $1. Fearless number 1. Jenny Frison connecting cover. This was kind of a new release. Jenny Frison and Scarlet Witch number 1. Beautiful cover. However, I like this Tran Nguyen cover a lot. Variant cover number 1. Didn't get a lot of heat, but I think it's a beautiful cover by with Scarlet Witch on it. Venom number 34. It's got a young cover. Separation Anxiety number 19. No, number 2. Separation Anxiety number 2. Venom by Paulo Seguri. I love this homage to the Amazing Spider-Man. Was it number 4 maybe? I can't recall now. With the Fantastic Four. Great cover. Got these books here near mint for $3 each. Emma Frost number, should I have my glasses? Number 6, I believe. Beautiful Greg Horn cover, whether you like them or not. That's number 5, and this is number 6. Couldn't recall which ones I had. I think I have that cover already. Trying to get the first 6 of that issue. Todd McFarlane, Dazzler 230, Marvel Tales, not in great shape. It's probably VF, maybe fine, but McFarlane collectors want this book, and with Dazzler coming out, it's definitely worth $1. I think I mentioned this before. I think even in the last video I got this. I picked up one. Batgirl 52, James Jean cover with Batgirl and Poison Ivy. Beautiful cover. There's 2 of his runs that I like. That one, and I think it's 47, that if I see in there mint for cheap, I'll buy it. That was $3, and then this was $3. Art Germ cover, Batgirl number 10. I want to show you this book. This is The Woods by Jenny Frison. I mentioned this in a previous video. The Woods number 25 variant. It was a 1 in 25 retailer incentive that I paid $40 for. I didn't know a lot about it when I saw it, but I saw it on a wall. I knew it was Jenny Frison. And so I passed it up and then went on to work out of town. When I came back, I decided if it was still there, I'd pick it up. And it was, so I bought it. So I paid $40 for that book. Now, this book is a ghost. The Woods was a low-printed comic as it was. There probably wasn't a lot of stores picking up 25 copies of that book. And to get a retailer incentive 1 in 25 was rare. The last couple of sales of this book, and this is why I'm showing it, is if you see it, was for $150. There's only been a couple of sales in the last 6 months. This is a book that I think is just going to keep going up in value. Beautiful colors. Jenny Frison, early work. Is it early work? What year was this? 2016. Yeah, so 2016. So great looking cover. So I thought I'd show that. All right, now when I was out of town, which I go out of town for work probably a couple of maybe every couple of months, I picked up some books I wanted to show. I wanted to show them last time, but I didn't have I couldn't find my microfiber paper to put it in Mylar, so, but I did find it. And this is Fantastic Four 126 from 1972. I only paid a few bucks for it. I can't remember what I paid for it. I mean, it's not a very valuable book. It looks great in Mylar. This is probably, I think I listed it as fine just because it's tanning. But this reprints the origin of Fantastic Four. This is the book that if you collect Power Records, this is the Fantastic Four Power Records book that's inside of there. Great cover. Love that comic. Not an expensive comic. Probably worth 10, 15 bucks in that condition. I think I paid, $6 or $7 for that. Maybe. It wasn't very much. Then these two books I bought on eBay. Actually, one on eBay, one at the LCS. This is a VG Plus Thor number 146, first part of the Inhumans origin. Great Jack Kirby work. Now, I will say, when I bought this book online, it was an auction. I didn't pay a lot for it. I paid like $40 for it, which is reasonable. But, the seller said it's in beautiful, high-grade condition, but I don't agree with that. Although there's a lot of, I'm not sure how you get this damage on this book here. But that downgrades it, although, the pages are off-white. Otherwise, I would agree it's high grade. The staples are sharp and firmly attached. The cover has good gloss. The back was pretty white. But I wouldn't say it was in high grade. But it is a beautiful copy. Looks great in Mylar. Not really interested in selling it or anything. So I was fine with that. I still left positive feedback because it's still a hard book to find in that condition. But 146, the first part of origin of the Inhumans. I think I paid, like I said, I don't think I paid a lot for that. I know it was less than 40 bucks shipped. It might have even been 20 something. And that was definitely worth 20 bucks. Now, this book here, I got in high grade. I believe it was well worth the price. Love this cover. Thor, Mighty Thor, 147, the second part of that Inhumans origin. Jack Kirby. This cover here, back in the 70s, again, these were both printed in, I think, what year was that? 1967. So this was often a cover on Marvel stuff, like notebooks and folders that you would buy at that time. But this was a great cover by Jack Kirby. And so I've always wanted this comic, the original comic. I have the reprint Marvel Superheroes or something like that they did of that. And I remember reading that comic over and over. And to finally have that in my collection, I'm very happy with. Now, this here is All New, All Different X-Men number 98. I have a copy of this in beat-up condition I read over and over. It speaks for itself. It looks awesome and near mint in the Mylar. The seller advertises near mint, high grade, but when I finally got it, he showed it in a poly bag, which I hate it when sellers put their comics in poly bags and they post the pictures on eBay and say it's near mint. Now, I trusted the seller because they had sold over 10,000 items and they had 100% feedback, 100% positive feedback. So I figured this is a store that knew how to grade comics, and when they say it's near mint, I'm going to go with their statement. However, When I got the book delivered, I paid just under $200 for this. It was expensive, under 200, but to see this, and I mean, there's no spine ticks whatsoever in this book. Corners are sharp, but on the back of the cover, on the very edge of the back, there's 2 chips missing because it's brittle. The pages are off-white at best, and I would have said that this comic is VF because of that. Now, I did give the seller positive feedback, and I did say, it presents nicely, but and I explained to him why I didn't ask for more pictures, because a lot of times sellers that are selling in high volume, they won't respond. But I did tell him this was not a near mint comic by even a stretch or close margin. But it looks great in a Mylar. It looks near mint in a Mylar. It was an upgrade to my current copy, and I'm not going to look for another one. I think it looks great as it is. So, and then the last 2, books that are very high sought after were these 2 books here that I got printed in 1970. Both of the copies I got at an LCS. Now, this comic here speaks for itself, and I do not believe in this current environment that this comic will ever be reprinted. And that is Lois Lane number 106, when they changed Lois to black. This is a very hard comic to find, particularly in high grade. I mean, this is a VF plus. There's a little bit of ticking on the spine, but being an all black cover, the pages are white. The back cover is immaculate. Pages are off white to white, actually, and it's a beautiful book. This is anytime I see this book in high grade, I will pick it up. Near mint. There's not really a lot of near mint copies of this out there, and to find it, if you could find it as a 7, you'd probably be paying $400 to $600 for that comic. And to find that, I paid, I think I paid $250 for this book. And then this one I found at another LCS. It was on a wall, and I asked to see it. Now this one is even in higher grade than that one. I mean, this is another beautiful copy. They wanted $300, which I thought was a fair price. I mean, that corner is, there's no spine ticks. I mean, this is extremely high grade comic. I think in this condition, this is probably easily a 7, if not an 8. This is probably the highest grade comic I've seen online or in person, and so I was happy to pay $300. That is a beautiful copy of Lois Lane. That marks my 3rd copy, I believe, of Lois Lane 106. So I wanted to show that. I mean, I was so happy to find these 2 books, particularly in the grade that they were in. I mean, that's the beauty of hunting for comics, I think, versus buying on eBay. To come across just a gem of a comic that you just don't see every day, and to be able to pick it up. So that's why I love still hunting for comics. It's like a treasure hunt. Now, the last few things I'm going to show is some figures that I got. I do buy a lot of figures, and I don't even recall when this came out. Now, this box is not in near mint, and I actually plan on opening it, I believe, and that is Alpha Flight Snowbird and Puck. John Burns did the cover. Or did these, and they were ignored the price because it's not what I paid. This was a great pickup, I think. Toy Biz, I don't even know what year this was. It says 1991. I think they did a repackaging of all of these in a Marvel Legends pack with all of them. Shaman, North Star, what's the other girl's name? I can't even think. Aurora, North Star, this and that. And but anyway, I never remember this figure. I think it's a great figure of Snowbird. They've made Puck before. I think I have a miniature 3.75 Puck, and I think he's probably about that size. But that that was something I'd never seen before, and so I thought, yeah, I'll pick it up. It was under $10. I think the shipping was $5, so $15 total for the whole thing, which I thought was a good price. And then my favorite Marvel character, I'm surprised I didn't have this. I didn't even know this existed. This was way back when Toy Biz was doing the plastic packaging with the Legends, but this was a transparent Vision. The comic book actually is probably worth more than the figure because I pay. Actually, the stand is worth a lot because these stands are like $10. I think I paid under $10 for this. Maybe 15 total shipped. Great looking figure. Vision's my favorite Marvel character, and I can't find it. I was going to show something else about Vision, but we'll do it in the next video. But anyway, great looking figure, transparent Vision. They made a Marvel miniature 3.75 transparent one. He's always the chase figure. I didn't know this was even in existence because I have the original one that's not transparent. So, all right. And my last figure I want to show, I'm really happy with. I don't collect a lot of Pops, like I said. My son just started collecting Funko Pops. But this here, Snoop Dogg. So, as many of you know, Snoop Dogg is a huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan, which is my favorite team. Don't be a hater. But I went to this Funko Pop store, and they had Funko Pops, and the guy had a lot of these certified by JSA. As many of you may know, JSA was recently either purchased or went into a mutual agreement with CGC. So now there's PSA and CGC or JSA now with CGC that will authenticate signatures that they didn't witness. And so this is signed by Snoop Dogg. He's in a Pittsburgh Steelers jersey. And what's not to love, right? So Snoop Dogg, certified signature by JSA. Awesome pop figure. Again, I don't have a lot of Pops. I have the Spider-Man one. I have a couple of, I don't know if you can see them. Superman, right? What's funny is my son started collecting Pops, and I didn't know, but that Pop there is a Chase Pop, and he was telling me that if I wouldn't have opened it, and I did look it up. Oh, there it is. It goes on eBay for $400 to $500. But I didn't know much about Pops. This was the Pop I was looking for. Vision, I got for $5, which, again, in his classic uniform or costume, which is great. It's not, I can't remember if this box was in near mint or not. They do have one that came out at the same time with the cover from 57. It's a great Vision, classic. Love that character. But Vision number 57. So there you go. That's my haul. Appreciate it. Till next time. Peace.